he's got him again. Keelan with a great move up.
Good evening and welcome to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. It's Moose along with Brush Mitchell, the broadcast colleague over here. We're at the Coliseum tonight, Brush.
Right.
As Brush likes to call it, we're home tonight in the arena here versus Houston. JV with a huge win there.
Yeah, turbo
that was a blowout.
Yes, it was.
That was a 65 to less than 20.
That was pretty much a slobber knocker,
yes.
Karen.
I know Karen Curtis has been waiting for you to say slobber knocker.
Yeah.
I have to see the comments, when I do the computer and stuff, or when I'm sitting at home. Whenever you're calling the game, I get to read all the comments as well, and that's why you hadn't had enough slobber knockers this year. They said.
No.
It's your pregame show brought to you by our friends over at Jack McGowan Auto. Make sure you stop by and check out our friends over at Jack McGowan Auto. We are playing Houston tonight at home. I'm telling you, Brush, JV looked real good. Looking for the Varsity to come out and make another good showing tonight.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, we've got to rebound. This is a get-right game. Met a buzzsaw on Saturday in the likes of Hartville. So, yeah. I mean,
Well, you're also talking about a team that has been to how many Final Fours back-to-back here recently, so a really good Hartville team at that.
Absolutely, and they played well even without their point guard. I mean, their mentality's next man up, and they're well coached, and it was one of those nights where we could have been in a boat in the middle of the ocean and we couldn't have put it in the water.
Just not falling for them.
Nope, we just didn't have it. Effort was there all week. We knocked off a number 2 and a number 3 to get there to the finals. First time in we don't know how long the girls and the boys played in the finals on the same night in a different tournaments in long time.
Yeah, I think it was the 90s, wasn't it?
Yep.
Early 90s.
Something.
I know that they asked, and I heard the question answered, and I remember it was in the 90s, but I can't remember what year.
Well, we didn't have Coach Emery, and I didn't have Valley here, so I'm sure Valley would have known, Coach Emery would have known, but I didn't. So
right.
that was I couldn't answer that question correctly. Either could Coach O, and he's pretty much a student of the game also, pretty much. So
I listened to a little bit of the tournament. You took care of most of that for us. I listened to a lot of it. It sounded like the Henry kid, the Mayberry kid, were starting to put it together out there on the court together.
Well, we played a lot better on Thursday night. We tried to give Forsyth the game. We go with 5 minutes left. We have a 24-point lead, and we end up winning by 3. So Coach O was happy for the effort, but not happy for the last 5 minutes of the game.
The execution.
The execution then, and the game against Mountain View was much better, even though we did make some turnovers, but it was not the way we did it against Forsyth.
Right.
So, but played very well. Effort was good. 3 quarters against Forsyth was probably the best basketball I've seen, and then against Mountain View, and it was tough, I'll tell you. They've got a great player in Gaines, and we played lights out.
Yeah, it was to hold him to as few points as they did and be able to take the win by double digits was pretty fantastic. You know how Mountain View just loves to give us fits and everything.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
And we've had a past with them in basketball and football. So anytime you can take the win away from Mountain View, that's always a good thing.
Oh, and always a good thing. And they're already talking about a rematch, and that's all right. I mean, but we're moving on to Houston. That's in the past. Kind of like being in sales. It's not what you did yesterday.
That's
it's
right.
what you do tomorrow. So
just ask George. He'll tell you all about it.
Will he? I guess. It's that way. It's that way very often, I'll tell you. But we got Houston in the way, and then we got a big rivalry tomorrow night in Licking. I hope these guys aren't looking past Houston to get to Licking, because anytime Grove and Licking get together, it's a big-time deal, and most of the time out of conference games when we've had bad weather like we have, don't get made up, and that one is.
That
So,
one's getting made up,
yeah.
and I'll be here live for that one tomorrow night as well. And let's go over the starting lineups brought to you by our friends over at Town and Country Insurance real quick. Let's go for the Panthers first, Brush.
All right. Well, we're going to go with Jordan Arthur. Uh, for Houston, I'll do
There you
first
go.
Jordan Arthur, DJ Riley, Brady Brookshire, Stone Jackson, and Brody Atkinson. And that's the starting five for the Houston Tigers. Your starting five for the Mountain Grove Panthers are the usual suspects: Brylan Mayberry, Peyton Shannon, Gatlin Keeling, Bradley Henry, and Sam Peterson. And that'll be your starting fives.
Yeah, I'm just impressed with the starting lineup for the Panthers, and we're able to move those pieces around. Either each week you don't know whether you're going to get Sam or whether you're going to get Carson to start in the post, but either which way you go, it's a huge effort down there.
Yeah, and another neat thing is Aiden Eastep is back.
Yes,
and,
we did see him get a couple of JV minutes there earlier. Looked pretty good out there. Scored some points.
Yeah, scored 12. So he had a nice half of JV basketball.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't even think he was out there that long.
No, he wasn't. But you bring that kind of athletic ability onto the court, and that only helps you. And you can keep somebody fresh out there.
That's another fresh set of legs out there, and he's a defensive nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he can get out there and run with just about anybody on the court and stay with them and stay up on them. So good to have that back. Hopefully we'll get to see him play some minutes tonight. You probably won't see a whole lot of him as he's, I'm sure, working back into it after being out so long.
Well, I hope we do, because I hope we have a big lead.
That's a given. But I mean, what I'm saying, due to conditioning, we'll say,
yes.
You probably won't see a whole lot of him unless there is extenuating circumstances out there. Hey, let's go ahead and send it back to the studio. That's been your pregame show brought to you by our friends over at Jack McGowan Auto. We're going to bring it back. When we come back, we'll have the tip-off for you right here at home at the arena in Mountain Grove. It's right here on Big Country 99, The Rooster. Good evening and welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. As the PA announcer gets set here and announces the starting lineups, we've already announced the starting lineups courtesy of our friends over at Town & Country Insurance. As we get set to go here in Mountain Grove, it's Mountain Grove Panthers versus the Houston Tigers in varsity action. And we're getting the starting lineups out now. And Brush, it's going to be a good one tonight, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, it's SCA action. It's always good.
That's right.
Always good SCA action.
It's always a good rivalry when you play somebody else in the SCA.
Definitely is. Definitely is. Houston struggled a little bit this year. Let's see if the Panthers can't get out to a quick start and get a lead. And like I said, let's hope they have not looked past Houston to licking tomorrow night.
Houston just didn't have numbers come out this year. See, they've got 1, 2, 3. I think those are all their JV kids on the bench too. So 5 starters plus your JV team.
Right.
Yeah, not a lot of numbers for Houston.
Atkinson's going to tip it off against Henry. Henry wins the tip easy to Mayberry. Down low to Keeling. Keeling a little too hard. Got to burn some of that energy.
A little overexcited.
Yeah, he was. And they bring it up. It's Riley. Riley brings it up. He has Mayberry on him. He gets it over to Arthur. Arthur puts it on the floor, drives it in, off balance, puts up a shot. Atkinson has it taken away by Peterson. Henry gets it down to Mayberry quick. Mayberry goes cross court to Peterson. Sam up. Has the ball a little short. Rebounded by Brookshire. Brookshire gets it over to Riley. Riley gets it across the timeline. Double team. Gets it to Berkshire. Berkshire gets it back to Riley. Riley out top. Crossover dribble. Drives in the paint. Puts up a raindrop. No good. Rebound by Shannon. Shannon down to Keeling. Keeling's bumped and fouled. And that's going to be Arthur.
Is there a lid on the bucket or what?
No, man.
A couple of misses at both ends here. Still 0-0. 7:04 left to play here in the first.
Mayberry's going to key the inbounds. He's looking to go and gets it out deep to Henry, way out in the forecourt. He gets it in the middle to Keeling. Keeling puts a slope up one off the board and in. And Gatlin continues where he left off. What a week he had. Here comes Riley. Full court pressure by the Panthers. Trying to play trap. Didn't trap that time. Riley breaks that. Double teamed in the corner, and they're going to get somebody for a foul. See if it's Mayberry or Peterson.
Well, hopefully they were the only two around it. It looks like it's going to be with Mayberry. No,
nope,
I was wrong.
Sam's going to pick up his first. As Riley keys the inbounds. They have a big body underneath in Atkinson. Kicks it over in the corner to Jackson. Jackson has it hit off the top of the rim and out of bounds.
So Panther basketball here, 2-0 Panthers, 6:39.
Shannon keys the inbounds. Gets it down low to Shannon. Shannon's hammered by Atkinson. And that's 2 here in the first quarter. No shooting foul. Mayberry's going to key the inbounds. Shannon wants the ball. He's over in the corner. Gets it into Henry. Henry drives in, lays it up and in. 4-0. Here comes Berkshire. Gets it to Riley. Full court pressure. Berkshire, length of the court pass to Jackson. Jackson pivots, gets it back to Riley. Riley has it tipped. Keeling down to Mayberry. Up and in. Transition game, full court press works.
And somebody called timeout, Brush.
You bet. Houston called timeout to heal the wounded, but that one wasn't good enough. It's only 6-0, Moose.
You needed it anyway. We'll send it back to the studio to get a word from our Panther sponsors right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.
Welcome back to Panther basketball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Sorry, Moose.
You're good.
As Riley brings it up, he has Mayberry on him. Henry trying to double team. Riley breaks it, gets it down low to Atkinson, in and out, no good. He gets his own rebound and puts it back. He's the biggest guy on the floor.
That's a lot of beef down there, Brush.
You bet, he is. He's big. Mayberry brings it up slowly, gets it over to Shannon. Shannon in the corner to Peterson. Peterson back to Keeling. Keeling has it swatted. He gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good, but Mayberry follows the shot, doesn't get it to go, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say Houston ball.
So last touch by the Panthers.
Man, oh, man.
6-2 your score here. Sorry, Brush.
Well, we had Atkinson was tying his shoe. That's why we had to take a break. Berkshire's going to key the inbounds. Looking for Riley. Gets it to him. Stolen by Mayberry. Mayberry drives the baseline, puts it up, and he's hammered. I think they're going to get Riley.
Well, that'll be a shooting foul. That'll send Mayberry to the line to shoot.
Man, slow start for the Panthers. The girls didn't get off to a slow start last night. I'll tell you what. Man, oh, man.
Just got to finish.
Yep, Mayberry up and in.
It's been the first minute and a half here. We've got a lot of shots, just not finishing.
Mayberry puts up a second. Nothing but net.
He finished both of those, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. 8-2. Berkshire gets it into Riley. Riley has Mayberry on him. Shannon comes up to help. They get it to Atkinson. Atkinson gets it across the timeline. Gets it back to Riley. Riley dribbles between his legs. Looking for somewhere to go. Gets it over in the right wing to Arthur. Arthur has Keeling on him. They get it down to Berkshire. Berkshire up and in. Good move by Berkshire.
Now 8-4.
Here comes Mayberry. Mayberry carries it. And another turnover by the Panthers. Man, 8-4.
It's a good thing we have this game tonight.
Yeah.
And clean that stuff up.
You bet. Berkshire gets it to Riley. Riley down to Jackson. Jackson shakes and bakes.
Blocking call.
They're going to get Peterson again, I think. That's going to be 2. And here comes Brody Emery.
You are correct. That'll be on Peterson, his second. And that'll send him to the bench. Brody Emery checks in.
Got to move your feet, Sam. Got to move your feet.
4 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the first.
Riley gets it into Berkshire. Berkshire on the left wing. Kicks it over to Arthur. Arthur puts it up.
That'll be Mayberry.
And he's going to get hammered. Who is it, Mayberry?
Mayberry.
Mayberry picks up his first. 4:41 left, Moose.
That'll send is that Brookshire, number 1?
No, Arthur.
I'm sorry, Arthur to the line to shoot here. First one rolls off the rim. 4:44 left here in the first. 8-4 your score. Panthers lead.
Fouls are even at 3.
Second shot coming. Out, off. Rebounded by
Keeling, yeah. And he's off to the races. He kicks it over to Mayberry on the right side. Mayberry, great move. And he puts it up and in. And Bryland's been feeling it lately. Here comes Berkshire, gets it over to Riley. Riley has Mayberry all over him. Atkinson sets a pick. He'll feel that in the morning. Gets it over to Berkshire. Berkshire to Arthur. Cross court, back to Riley. They set it up. Riley, ball on his hip. Gets it over to Jackson. Jackson gets it to Arthur. Arthur to Riley. Riley on the right wing. Gets it to Jackson. Short. Mayberry with board. Here he comes. Panthers. Mayberry slows it down. Drives in the paint. Kicks it down to Keeling. What a move.
Keeling puts it in.
Man.
12-4 Panthers.
I'll tell you, Ben Gatlin. Here comes Riley. Riley gets it to Berkshire, but it's tipped.
Mayberry tipped it out.
Good hands. As Jackson's going to key the inbounds. 12-4 here.
3:43 left in the first.
Jackson gets it to Riley. Riley has Mayberry all over him. Now it's a switch. Henry jumps out. Riley takes it all the way in, a floater, and it's good. The Panthers need to cut that off. Not a very good switch. Here comes Keeling in the front court. He gets it to Mayberry. Mayberry over to Henry. Henry way out front. Calls another play. Looking for a screen. Big spin move. He puts it up, and he's hammered. See who they get.
Still waiting for the official. 50? 50.
Is that his second? No, just
yep,
two.
No,
it's two on him. I thought so. Henry hits the first.
Makes it 13-6 here. The 50 checks out, 32 checks in, Brush.
No, and 32 is Owen Wells. Checks in for Atkinson. Got to learn a new name. And finishes it with 2. Brookshire gets it into Riley. Got the big man in foul trouble early. They double team him. He's in trouble. He throws it away. Henry, great pass into Mayberry. Mayberry with a head fake up and in.
Timeout call.
Yeah, and that's a timeout called by Houston to heal the wounded right there, Moose.
As they take a timeout, we'll take one as well. Let's send it back to the studio to get a word from your Panther sponsors right here on your home. Welcome back to Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. 16-6, Panthers lead, Brush.
Yep, as Brookshire is going to key the inbounds. He's looking to go to Riley. He gets it in. Mayberry all over Riley. Riley brings it up. He's double teamed. Keeling comes into the front court. They get it over to Arthur. Arthur on the right wing gets it back to Riley. Riley way out top. Little shake and bake. He gets in the paint, launches one up at the free throw line and makes it. Riley's got a little hop in his step. Here comes Henry. Henry drives the baseline, puts up a reverse layup and down. Holy cow.
Yeah, makes it 18-8.
Nice move by Henry. Riley brings it up the right side, has Mayberry all over him, gets it down low to Berkshire. Berkshire on the left wing, back to Riley. Riley out front, has Mayberry. Riley kicks it to Berkshire. Berkshire tries to drive, stops, pops, off the front iron. Rebound Emery. Emery's going to bring it coast to coast. He goes in, up, lays it in. Nice move by Brody.
That's what we're used to seeing from Mr. Emery right there.
He's been playing better and better. Here comes Riley. Riley gets by Mayberry, kicks it to Arthur in the corner. Arthur up with a three. No good, but Riley's there. Riley's a little bunny. Tipped by Mayberry. It's on the floor. Riley gets it to Arthur. Arthur drives,
Foul.
has it stripped. Who are they going to get? Carson Allen.
Same official calling all the fouls. Let's see, waiting for him to get over there.
Carson Allen's checked in for Peyton Shannon. Didn't see that. Coach O slid one in on us.
I got to say that it's Emery. Yep, Emery, 24. All I could see was the 2, and I knew he held up 2 numbers, and he's the only one with the 2.
4-4 on fouls.
First one good, makes it 20-9.
Keeling checks out. Trace DeVries checks in. I'll tell you, Trace has played some good minutes lately.
I'll tell you, I know there's a big transition from junior high to varsity, especially going from junior high to varsity. But we watched Brody Emery make that same move that you just saw down here on the other end of the court pretty much the entire season his 8th grade year. You can't wait for him to pick it up and just start doing it here.
Emery brings it into the front court, gets it over to Mayberry. In the corner to Trace. Trace puts it up, nothing but net, and that's what he does.
That's right. He hangs out in that corner over there and just makes you pay.
Hit 2 big foul shots last week in the tournament. Keeps going where he left off. Berkshire Gets it over to Riley. Riley, shake and bakes, puts it up, and almost good. Here comes Mayberry, gets the rebound, kicks it to Henry, throws it a little behind him, off his hands and out of bounds.
Just a little too hot for Henry to handle there. 1:05 left here in the first. It's 23-10 Panthers.
13-point lead. Biggest lead of the night. Berkshire gets it over to Riley. Looks like the Houston offense goes through Riley. Riley looking to get double teamed. Berkshire puts up a three.
Good.
Bang, he hits it. He's got 5 on the night.
Well, you know he's not scared to pull the trigger.
Nope. Mayberry gets it to Henry. Henry dribbles between his legs, drives to the right side, dishes it into Mayberry. Mayberry kicks it out to Emery. Emery with a 3 off the back iron, no good. Rebound Emery. He puts it up, teardrop, and it falls. That's 4 for Emery. How do you do? As he's starting to come on.
Go ahead.
Here comes Riley. Riley. Dribbling between his legs.
20 seconds.
Looking for the last shot, it looks like.
25-13.
We got Grange checked in. It's on the floor, Berkshire, and he spins over, and when you do that, it's a travel.
8.9 seconds to travel the length of the floor here for the Panthers.
Plenty of time.
25-13 your score.
Don't need to dilly-dally, but plenty of time. As Carson Allen gets it into Emery. Emery brings it up.
6
He's
seconds.
out top.
5, 4.
Looking for a pick from
3,
Carson.
2,
Gets it to Mayberry.
1.
Mayberry turns, puts it up. No good. And that's going to do it, Moose, for the first half.
That's right. After one, it's 25-13
quarter.
Panthers. We're going to send it back to the studio. Get a word from our Panther sponsors right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. 8 minutes on the clock, Brush.
Yep.
That big number 2 in the period selection there. It means we're starting the second here.
We're starting the second period as Houston gets the inbound at Arthur. Guy takes it all the way to the hole and scores. Panthers were sleeping.
I think they weren't ready for that.
No, Henry brings it up. Henry spins in the lane, puts it up, and he's fouled. And that's going to be Arthur. And that's the first one on Arthur, I think. Maybe number 2.
Yeah, it went quick there on the opposite end, threw the ball in before anybody was really paying attention and able to score there.
Henry goes to the line, 25-15.
Off the back iron for the first one.
You got Destin Unger, Sam Peterson, Bradley Henry, Gatlin Keeling, and Peyton Shannon are on the floor for the Panthers. Jackson comes in for Arthur. Arthur takes a seat.
Second shot away and good.
We got number 25 in too, and that's Daly. Berkshire gets it to Riley. Riley double teamed in the backcourt. Unger and Keeling. That's a duo. Wide open underneath is Daling, and he lays it up, man. Can't leave him open, or he got it denied. Here comes Keeling up the left side. Keeling to Henry, to Shannon, yes!
That's
And
what Peyton Shannon does.
Yes. Berkshire gets it to Riley. Riley, he is in trouble, but gets out of it. Dribbles up the left side. He outnumbered, he brings it back out. He has Keeling all over him. Then he fakes, kicks it out to Berkshire. Berkshire Down low to Daly. Daly off the board, no good. Rebound Keeling. Keeling to Henry. Henry, whoa, he was going to dish it to Peterson and off of Berkshire. Man, that would have been a nice play.
I think Sam was even looking for it that time.
Yep, he was. He was. Keeling's going to key the inbounds. Bryland getting a little breather. He hadn't been out.
No, they're going to say it's Houston ball.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Keeling having a little conversation with the official there.
Well,
and then Coach Openshaw as well.
He's over there talking to Duggar. Berkshire, that's terrible. Berkshire gets it into Riley. Riley has Unger all over him. Henry
Called.
picks up a foul 90 feet from the bucket. That's not what we want.
That was probably one of the least forceful collisions in this one so far. So foul call, and that'll be the first on Henry. 6:52 left here in the second, 29-17 Panthers.
Berkshire looking for Riley. The offense runs through him. Unger on him. Now Shannon comes up to help. He breaks the press. Good pass, intercepted by Peterson. Peterson's going coast to coast, and he's hammered, but I think he's fouled on the floor first by Riley. And then Berkshire got him, but I think it's going to be on Riley.
Just one team foul apiece here. Now 2 team fouls for Houston.
And that's 2 on Riley. That's huge. As Keeling tries to get it in, gets it to Henry. Henry with a long 3 out front. No good. Rebound Riley. And Destin kind of. That's 2 in a row we fouled 90 feet from the bucket. That's not what we try to do in full court press.
And just getting a little aggressive down there in the bottom, and Destin picks up his first one. Now 2 team fouls for the Panthers.
Berkshire's going to bring it up, playing guard, gets it over to Riley. Riley behind his back, breaks out of the press, kicks it in the corner to Jackson. Jackson up with a 3 and buries it. Now it's 20-20. Here comes Henry, down low to Peterson, up and in. Nice look by Henry.
Peterson says, I'll take that.
Yep. Here comes Riley. Riley gets it across the timeline. Gets it over to Grange. Grange on the right wing. Grange drives the baseline. Oh, and throws it. Errant pass. Unger with the steal. Here comes Gatlin up. And a little finger roll. Count it.
Makes it 35-20.
Keeling has 5. Here, Berkshire brings it up. He has Henry on him. They get it in the corner to Grange. Grange kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson with a head fake. Looked like he traveled. No call. Gets it to Berkshire. Berkshire to Riley. Riley, good head fake. Up off the rim, no good. Shannon rebounds, gets it to Keeling. Boom, Moose, boom.
Yeah, now it's 35-20.
You bet. As we snowbirded.
Coach Flug's a little faster on the scoreboard than Ben is.
He's got a quick trigger. Here comes Berkshire. Gets it over to Grange. Grange kicks it over to Daly. Daly up, and he sticks it. I hate it when that happens.
Right in the corner of the rim. We're going to get a wholesale line change here for
it's
the
like
Panthers.
A hockey game.
That's right. We'll have Emery. Let's see who else we got out there. Hey, Aiden Estep checking in for the first time in varsity this year.
Carson Allen, Brylan Mayberry, and Trace DeVries.
Good to see.
As Emery brings it up.
Aiden back. I bet you he's tired of people asking him.
He gets the Estep. Over in the corner to DeVries. He misses one for a change. DeVries kicks it to Mayberry. Mayberry thought about it, then gets it back to Emery. Underneath, Estep. Nice dish. Up and in by Mayberry. Welcome back, Aiden. Welcome back.
Yep. I know one thing. I know that he was tired of people asking him whenever he was going to be back.
Good play by Carson Allen over in front of our bench as he knocks it out of bounds.
So good to see him out there. 37-20 now, 4:27 left.
Yeah, Zurich has checked into the game for the Houston Tigers. All kinds of new names. They get it to Berkshire. Berkshire gets it to Zurich. Zurich to Grange. Grange over to Berkshire. He travels.
Oh, what's that?
I have no idea.
What was the second whistle? Duggar had the second one. Oh,
We'll
he's
see.
teeing somebody up.
I guess he's teeing Berkshire. And Trace DeVries is going to go to the line and shoot 2. He made 2 big ones against Mountain View Moose, I'll tell you. 2 huge shots.
Well, if you didn't know, he is the best free throw shooter on the team by it's not a close margin.
Mountain View didn't know. They fouled him immediately.
Of course they did, because he's a bench player.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, I think he shoots a little over 60-something%. Is what Nick was saying. Up
and in. Trace makes both of them. It's nice to have a guy like that.
Yeah, I didn't see what the technical was for.
He went incognito. Well, they took Berkshire out. So I think it was on him. Mayberry's going to key the inbounds. Panthers get the basketball back, too. That's a big play. Kick it over to DeVries. DeVries to Mayberry in the corner. Mayberry almost loses it. Gets it out front to Emery. Emery over to Eastep. Eastep to DeVries in the corner. Bang! Hello, nothing but net. Trace.
Yep, 42-20 now.
Grange brings it up. Grange goes behind his back and then throws it out of bounds.
I think he was trying to go to 33 there.
Yeah, he was going to Jackson, but man, a little bit out of control.
Just a little hot there.
Yeah, a little bit out of control. Good. The bench change has been good. Here comes Emery. Emery over to Eastep. I can't see because everybody's standing. I'm going to have to stand. Emery gets it to DeVries. DeVries to Eastep. Into Mayberry. Mayberry to Emery. Emery shakes and bakes, puts up, bang! And Emery, that's 6 points.
Yeah, a little 15-footer there, and he knocked it down.
He's had trouble shooting this year. He's not shooting 60%, but now he is tonight. Here comes Riley. Riley gets it to Jackson. Jackson has DeVries on him. Kicks it to Arthur. Arthur drives in the lane. Kicks it back out to
Ooh, almost stolen there.
Yeah, on 32. He played on the JV. That's Owen Wells.
Mayberry broke on it there and almost took it away.
Oh, is it going to be? I guess it's going to be Panther basketball.
We'll take it.
You bet. 44-20 with 3:05 left. Mayberry inbounds it. Gets it to Emery. Boy, it's nice to see Emery start to come alive. We knew he had it in him, Moose. And it goes to Eastep. Boom! And the nest hardly moves.
Yeah. Nobody talks about what a hard transition. We talk about that transition in football a lot, about 14-year-old kids playing against 18-year-olds, but they don't talk about it as much in basketball, but it's still a true statement.
As Riley gets it over to Arthur. Arthur. Daly sticks a moving pick, and he's going to pick up the foul. You've got to be set. You can't be moving.
46-20 with 2:37 left here in the half.
Yep.
We get subs here for the Panthers. It's like all 5, bro.
Yeah, we're just doing line changes. It's like hockey.
Yep.
Wait till Coach O comes up for the coach's show.
Are you going to give him?
I'm going to ask him if he learned it from who
from
the
the
New
NHL?
York Rangers or the Pittsburgh Penguins. Here comes Gatlin. Gatlin gets it to Shannon. Shannon to Unger. Unger down low to Peterson.
You get the charge?
Yeah, they call that. That's 3 on Sam.
Charge called on Sam. That looked like a drop step power move to me.
And I think he flopped.
So drop step there draws the charge for Sam. That is his third. Makes it 46-20.
Coach is going to leave him in. Here comes Riley. Riley with 3 also. Riley has Unger on him. Riley behind his back. Loses it but picks it up. Gets it to Arthur. Arthur goes to the left side, drives in, out of control, and it goes out of bounds. Panther basketball.
That Sam did a real nice job that time. It was very obvious that he was straight up and down and not leaning one way or another to impede progress and to catch a foul.
Grange comes in. Arthur goes out. Here comes Keeling. He brings it into the front court. Keeling kicks it to Unger. Unger to Henry. Back to Keeling. Keeling thought about it. Gets it to Shannon. Shannon. Back to Keeling up top. Keeling has Daly all over him. Keeling over to Shannon. Down low to Peterson. Whips it to Keeling. Good ball movement by the Panthers. Keeling gets it to Shannon. Back to Keeling. In the corner to Unger. Unger. Cross court. Shannon's wide open. Puts up a three off the front arm, but Peterson's there, and he puts it up. No call. Come on.
Gets it the second time, though.
Man, what do you got to do?
Gets his own rebound, goes up for the putback, and is fouled. He'll shoot 2 here. 46-20 the score.
That'd be assault. I guarantee you in the court. Sam's up in and out. He was hacked twice, and that'll leave a mark.
That's 2 fouls for 25, Brush.
And he hadn't been in there very long.
Second shot away for Peterson, and it's good.
Cale Gardner checks in. Cale getting some minutes. He checks in for Keeling. Here, Riley brings it up. Unger waiting on him, gets it to Grange. Grange on the right wing. Has Gardner on him, gets it to Wells. Wells back to Grange. Cross court to Riley. Riley launches a three, rebound by Gardner. Down low to Peterson, up and in. Sam running the court.
Make it 49-20.
Here comes Riley. Unger, Mr. Defense, get it over to Jackson. Jackson, crossover dribble,
Foul
and they're
call.
going to get Shannon for reaching. Man, 49-20. Good half of basketball, Moose.
Yep, 42 seconds left here in the half. 49-20 the score.
Not much stoppage in play.
Just a lot of fouls, a lot of ticky-tack fouls. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us here in the second.
Kick it over to, and number 20 is Dzurek. Dzurek gets it to Grange. Grange, back to Dzurek. Dzurek pops a three off the front iron, no good. Rebound by Peterson. Here come the Panthers. Sam kicks it over to Shannon in the corner, and
Good.
yeah,
Knocks it down.
and Peyton with 6. Grange is going to bring it up.
16 seconds.
They'll go for the last shot, I'm sure.
11
Grange.
seconds.
Oh, and he carried it. No
9.
call. And they go, he gets past Gardner, kicks
5.
it back out to Jackson. No good. Rebound,
Better put it up.
Gardner. And he can't get a shot off, Moose.
Can't get the shot off in time. That's going to do it for this half of Panther basketball action. Panthers lead 52-20. We'll send it back to the studio. When we come back, we'll have your halftime report for you right here on Big Country 99, The Rooster. Welcome back to Mount Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. It's time for your halftime report brought to you by our friend State Farm agent Stephen Gum. Make sure you stop by and check out Stephen. He's got all kinds of good stuff going on over there at the agency. He can help you out with your retirement plans, help you out with your insurance, help you out with some investing, whatever you need. If it's money-wise, Agent Stephen Gum has you covered. Make sure you stop by and visit with him. And he knows a heck of a lot about basketball, too.
Yes, he does, and CrossFit. I mean, he can do a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
So
let's talk a little bit about the ball game here. 52-20 the score at half. Obviously, Panthers in control of this one. Not a whole lot of output from Houston, but they've showed some things out there. They've got a point guard out there anyway.
Yeah, the Riley kid has been pretty impressive, and Berkshire got a technical, I think, or somebody did. I mean, he came out of the game immediately.
We're assuming that it's him because he came out of the game right after it happened.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I don't know what the technical was for. I was really surprised when Duggar went across the floor, given the sign for it, because I didn't see anything that happened that warranted it.
Well, I think that was probably one of those here.
Yeah, you couldn't hear it from where we were sitting, I'm sure.
I think it happened over on by the scores table, and then probably with the noise, we couldn't hear it up here anyway.
No.
But we've seen a lot of faces. Good to see Brody Emery. This is kind of a breakout game, but he's really been playing a lot better. The ball just hasn't been going in, and tonight you're starting to see the ball go through the hoop, and that's really good for Brody because we all knew it was just a matter of time.
Yeah, I mean his athletic ability, he's got crazy athletic ability. Like I said, we watched him all year in 8th grade, and of course, making the transition to high school, and then not only making the transition to high school, but you didn't get to play very much JV at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think he's only started playing a quarter or two of JV in the last probably 10 or 5 games, I'd say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, anytime you make the jump to varsity as a freshman, it's tough. It's not as physical a game in football or basketball as it is football, so a 14-year-old can sort of compete against an 18-year-old, but it's still a big jump, Moose.
Yeah,
exactly
it's an
right.
experience. It's an experience thing. It's a knowing the system thing. Thankfully for the Panthers, they play the same system from junior high all the way up.
Right.
So that's an easier transition. But you still have to work through things, playing with different teammates that you're not used to playing with. That's all a thing.
Well, and you go from being probably the guy to one of the guys.
Yeah.
That's a
so he would be the Bradley Henry of the 8th grade kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he went from being that to coming off the bench and filling a bench player role, and I'm sure that was difficult for him. And then having to come out here and take up those minutes on the floor and put up numbers. That's a tough thing for a freshman to do.
Good to see Aiden. He stepped back. He's already contributed a little bit on the varsity level. We got to see him do a little bit JV-wise. I'd say that'll probably be the last game you see Aiden on the JV unless he needs to get more conditioning.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think the only reason he was out there was a conditioning thing. He's got a few in this one already. I'm sure we're going to see him some more as this one progresses, and it's good to see him back out on the court. Everybody's looking pretty good out there, Brush.
Oh, I think we're playing pretty decent. And,
a little bit of foul trouble.
Yeah, well, we got a couple fouls. I mean, Sam's got 3, and I think he's the only one with 3, but Houston has several of their key guys with 3. So.
Yeah, we got quite a few of them.
Riley's got 3. The big Atkinson kid, we didn't see him after the first quarter, and he's a big body.
That's right. We'll send it back to the studio real quick. We'll come back. We'll have your start of the third quarter, if I could talk, right here on your home of Panther Sports. It's Big Country 99. Good evening and welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We're set to start the second half here. 52-20 your score. It's myself, Moose, along with Brush Mitchell, bringing you the call live here from the Coliseum, as Brush likes to call it. And if you're unable to make it down to the arena to watch the ball game tonight, stop by our friends over at Mateo's. Get you something good to eat, something good to drink. He's got it up on the big screen over there. And Matt's just a heck of a nice guy, too.
He is a good guy.
Here we go, Brush.
All right. As Jackson gets it into Riley, same suspect, same bat time.
Same
all
bat
that,
channel.
yeah, you bet. Riley drives it in. Nice drive, but he misses it.
Foul called.
They call a late whistle. I didn't see any contact at all.
Mayberry was all the way back down the court as we wait for the call from Duggar. It's going to be on somebody with a one. That's all I can
Duggar
see.
was out in the front court, too,
Give
when
it
he
to
made
12,
the call.
Yeah. They gave it to Keeling.
Yeah. Keeling can't believe it.
I thought it was on Mayberry from his reaction.
Well,
And I
Mayberry was all the way down the court.
That's what I'm saying. From his reaction, I thought it was him. I'm like,
Well,
how could it possibly be?
Well, when you call a foul like that, it bothers everybody on your team as he misses his first because there was no foul.
Second shot on the way. That one's good.
Nothing but net. Peterson kicks it into Henry. Henry brings it up slowly on the right side, now moves to the front court. He's dribbling out top, gets it to Peterson. Kicks it way over to Shannon. Shannon trying to get it into Mayberry. Mayberry, they're slapping at it. He gets a good dish over to Peterson. He launches a three, a little short. And Houston gets the rebound as Jackson pulls it down. Here comes Riley. Riley, he's got Mayberry all over him. He goes to his left. Sam helps. They get it back to Jackson. Jackson has Shannon on him. Then a double team. They get it down to Berkshire. Berkshire kicks it out to Arthur. Arthur drives the lane. He walks. No call. My goodness. And Riley puts up a three. I mean, he took 17 steps. Here comes Henry. Henry kicks it in the corner to Mayberry. Mayberry drives it in, puts it up and in. And how he does that, I don't know.
It's the whirling dervish, Brush.
Yes, it is. And it looks good. Here Riley brings it up the left side. He loses it, and he's hurt. And here comes Mayberry. He takes it coast to coast, up
Whistle.
and in. And there was a whistle before he scored. And I think they stopped action right before Mayberry scored. Nope, they're going to give him the bucket, I think.
Was there? No. Did they give it to Henry?
Yes. They gave Henry a foul.
I don't
understand that at all. Late whistle, and Henry steals it. He gets it in. They get it to Mayberry.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's hammered, and they do call it finally.
Oof. I didn't know if he got that call or not. I'm like, they better start blowing the whistle on some of those, or it's going to get chippy.
Well, if that wasn't intentional, I don't know what was.
He about took his head off there.
Yeah, that was not good. Mayberry, and one, puts it up and in. And I like how his teammates knew he got gypped and gave him the basketball. They waited on him to get down there. Arthur. Good defense there. Mayberry almost has another steal. Gets it over to Berkshire. Berkshire does have his pocket picked. Up by Henry and in.
59-24 now.
Getting to be a runaway. Berkshire. Oh, Henry almost gets a double dribble. No call.
Whistle.
Then a foul by, I think
It's going to be
they're
12,
gonna,
5, or 15.
it's going to be on Keeling.
5.
Oh, they get Mayberry. Yep. As Jackson kicks it into Arthur. Arthur kicks it over to Grange. Riley's gone to the bench. Arthur rolls it in, and he's fouled. And I mean no contact underneath the bucket.
See Pat over there trying to mess with your drink?
Well, he probably spiked it.
I don't know. I would throw it away if I were you.
That's all right. Known him a long time. Arthur goes for an and one. I don't understand that. He puts it up and in. Shannon gets it to Keeling. Keeling gets it over to Mayberry. Mayberry looking to make something happen. Gets it in the paint. He goes falling down. They're going to say Houston basketball. No foul.
You got one hurt out there. 0. Grange.
Yep, Grange is holding his wrist. Grange has it. He can't dribble right now.
Yeah, he's shaking that thing out. I think he may have fell on it.
Riley's going to check back in. Arthur goes to the right, left side. Arthur kicks it back to Jackson. Gets it into Berkshire. Good move there, and he banks it off the board, and the Panthers are getting a little lackadaisical. They need to get a little more serious here. Several straight points. They get it to Mayberry. Mayberry trying to set up some offense. Nobody moving.
30-point ball game.
You bet. Mayberry. Keeling, good quick move there, gets it to Mayberry. Mayberry kicks it in the corner to Peterson. Peterson off the front iron, no good. Rebound Arthur. Arthur brings it up the right side. Arthur drives it in again. Puts it up, and he's fouled again. That's going to be number 5 on the Panthers.
We'll be shooting for the next 4:45 here in the third then.
Yeah, we'll bet you. And do not like how the Panthers have come out in this second half.
I'm going to give that to 10.
Yeah, that's going on Shannon.
Yep. His second.
Arthur's been driving it to the bucket. Nobody cutting him off. He puts up the first, nothing but net.
59-30.
Riley checks back in. Jackson checks out for Houston. Arthur puts it up and in. They slowly chiseling at it. Here comes Keeling. Gatlin kicks it in the corner to Peterson. Oh, and if that's not a foul.
Whistle blown.
And that's just the second foul on Houston as he takes his head off.
Be on 0.
Yeah, Grange, his first.
Keeling inbounds here.
Yep, Keeling gets it out to Henry, out front. Back to Keeling, up and in. Oh, he blows a bunny. Here comes Houston. Man, oh man, as good as we played in the first half. Grange has it knocked out. Peterson grabs it. Keeling knocked it down. Here comes Sam. Sam kicks it in the corner to Henry. Henry slows it down, gets it out front to Shannon, down low to Keeling. He doesn't miss that one.
Yeah. He said, you got me on the first one of the game, and you got me on the one before this one, but you're not going to get me again.
That's 8 for Keeling. Berkshire has it in the front court. Stolen by Keeling. Good hands there. Keeling taking it to the rack. Up and in. No call.
10 on the night for Keeling.
That's more like it, boys. More like it. Here comes Riley. Riley Keeling. He never stops. They tip it. Grange puts up a 3 off the back iron. No good, but rebound by Berkshire. He misses it again. Blocked. Here comes Shannon. Peyton behind his back. What a look into Keeling. Up. Mayberry. Mayberry has 17.
65-31.
Here comes Riley. Riley into Arthur. Arthur stops, pops. No good. Rebound Henry. Henry is fouled by Grange. That's number 2.
Only 3 team fouls now for
Yeah, and the Panthers
Houston.
have like 10. Uh-oh, here comes that hockey line change. What do you got? You got Emery, Carson Allen, Trace DeVries, Aiden Estep. Did I miss somebody? And Brody Emery.
Did you get Carson?
Yep. Here comes Emery. Kicks it. Oh, Mayberry stayed in. Emery kicks it to Mayberry. Mayberry shoots, and they're going to say yes. And he's fouled.
The foul wasn't on him. Or he wasn't the one fouled. Trace DeVries got shoved out of the way down there. And that's what the discussion.
Count the bucket.
That's what the discussion's about, because Trace DeVries was fouled. He was trying to block. I believe it was Brookshire. It was 30. Is who he was trying to block, or trying to set a screen to keep him from getting out there to Mayberry, and he got shoved out of the way. So I don't know if the foul. We're still waiting to see who the foul was called on.
Yeah.
They are going to count the bucket.
Count the bucket. And it's going to be Panther basketball. I think the way they're doing that.
Timeout called.
As they call timeout, we'll take one, too.
Are you confused? Because I am.
Well, I know what went on. It's going to be Panther basketball because the foul, if the shot counted, the foul came after the shot.
Gotcha. Okay. That explains it. Let's go ahead and take a break then, Brush.
All right. We'll send it back to the studio for a word from our great sponsors on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.
Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99, 68-31. The timeout there was for Brylan Mayberry. They wanted to take a timeout and recognize his 1,000th point scored as a Panther.
Of his career.
Of his career, sorry.
And we were right, Moose. Panthers do get the basketball. DeVries from the corner, bang!
Back-to-back threes there for the Panthers, make it 71-31.
I love that kid. He's battled and fought and stuck with it, and he's having a fun senior year, Moose. Riley gets it over to Jackson. Jackson up and down, no call. Jackson gets it into Atkinson. Atkinson's a big boy. He puts it up and in. I mean, he's a big boy.
Yeah, he's got Brody Emery defending.
Yeah, here comes Emery. Emery slides by, breaks a double team up. No good, but rebound by E-Step and back in.
Whistle.
Hayden goes, hello, I'm back.
Oh, Aiden's out.
Emery got
shaken up
a little bit. He's going to the sideline.
So Cale will check in for him. Cale Gardner checks in.
What do we got? 2:29 left in the third quarter. Cale getting some varsity. Destin Unger in there, Aiden E-Step, Cale Gardner, and Trace DeVries, and Carson Allen. Here comes Riley. Riley has Gardner on him. And DeVries.
Foul call. No, double dribble.
Double dribble. Good defense up top by the Panthers. As DeVries and Gardner. Unger's going to key the inbounds. He gets it into Cale. Cale gets it down to, who is that, to E-Step. E-Step. Back to Cale. Cale gets it back to E-Step. E-Step breaks it in the middle. Goes up. No call.
Stays Panther basketball, though.
I guess.
Gardner to inbound.
You bet. Gardner gets it over to Trace again. Bang!
You cannot let Trace DeVries sit in that corner and shoot a spot-up three. You just can't do it. He's going to make it.
Nope. Here comes Riley. Riley gets it to Grange. Grange over to Jackson. Underneath to Daly. Put up by Jackson. No good. Rebound by Arthur. And then there's a jump ball. Good hands down low.
Nice job by, who's that, E-Step and
Destin Unger.
Destin Unger tied it up there for the jump ball.
Couple football boys. Like a little contact. Here comes Gardner. Gardner goes to the right side, kicks it to Carson out top. Carson gets it to E-Step. E-Step. Jump stop. Gets it over in the corner to DeVries. Why not? Off the front iron. No good. He gets his own rebound. Puts it up and in.
Having a night is Trace DeVries.
It's a career high for him, I do believe, Moose. We'll talk to Coach O about it.
He's got 19 on the night.
Yeah. Here comes Riley. Riley has the ball on the floor. Kicks it back to Jackson. Jackson drives in the paint. Kicks it over to Arthur. Arthur drives the baseline.
Foul.
And they're going to get a blocking foul. I think that's going to be on Gardner. We'll see who they call.
Shooting two either way. 78-33 the score. That's 5 team fouls on the Panthers. So
I'll tell you, Trace DeVries has paid his dues and kept working, and it's paid off. He's a poster for stick with it. Arthur up with his first, down.
Subs coming for Houston.
That's Wells and Berkshire. Wells comes in for Daly. I didn't see who Berkshire came in for. They only got 5. Up and in. Unger keys the inbounds, gets it to Gardner. Here come the Panthers. 56 seconds left in the third. E-step, feeling it, puts it up, no good. Rebound Houston. Riley, he does a little bit of everything. Rebounds, dishes, shoots. He kicks it to Arthur. Arthur way out beyond the arc. Puts up a floater, no good. E-step with the rebound. Here comes Aiden. Aiden kicks it to Gardner. Gardner's going to take it to the hole. Puts it up, no good. Rebound by Riley.
Foul.
And they get a foul, and that's going to be on Gardner.
We'll be coming to the other end to shoot.
Yep, because we've got like 19 fouls in this quarter. No telling.
27.7 seconds on the clock here in the third. 78-35 your score. You know what that means, Brush?
You bet. I like it.
That means the clock will run in the next
You
quarter.
bet. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Riley puts it up and in.
78-36 now.
Brady Anderson checks in for Trace DeVries. Coach meets him as he comes off the floor. He said, "Did you know you had 19 tonight?" Trace goes, "No."
Shot up.
And he
Good.
makes it.
70.
Unger.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Moose.
You're fine.
Gardner gets in the front court to Unger. Unger kicks it to Allen. Carson bombs a 3, no good. Berkshire with the rebound. And the bench was going crazy.
I think that was the set play.
Yep, it was. Jackson back to Riley. Over to Arthur. Arthur pulls it out top. Arthur has the step on him. Gets it Berkshire. Berkshire puts it up. No good. That's going to do it for the third, Moose.
That's right. After 3, it's 78 Panthers. Tigers 37. We'll send it back to the studio to get a word from our Panther sponsors. When we come back, we'll bring you the fourth quarter right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We get set to start the fourth here, Brush.
Yep.
78-37. Panthers lead this one big.
Yep.
And we've got some more subs on the floor.
You bet. We got Hector Stewart in the game. It's good to see him. Cale Gardner's on the floor. Jackson Wilkerson, the senior.
Aiden Estep.
Aiden Estep. And
Yep.
Brody Emery.
Yep.
That rounds out the 5 as Houston has it to start this fourth. Riley, of course, has the basketball in his hands. Gets it to Jackson on the right wing. Jackson looking to go somewhere with it. Stops, pops, and makes it. Holy cow. Here comes Emery. He brings it up the right side. Emery gets it in the corner to Estep. Estep kicks it back out to Stewart. Stewart over to Gardner. Back to Wilkerson. He can shoot. Off the back iron, no good. Ball on the floor. Rebound by Houston. Arthur. He brings it up.
I think everybody on the home side of the court wanted him to hit that one.
You betcha. Jackson can shoot. Arthur gets it over to Riley. Riley drives it in, stops, pops, air ball. It's going to be Panther basketball. And tick-tock goes that clock.
That's right. 78-40 your score. Panthers lead. 7 minutes left on the clock and rolling.
Emery gets it down to Gardner. Over to Estep. Estep to Wilkerson. Wilkerson rolls a finger roll. No good. Here comes Arthur up the right side. Arthur, crossover dribble into the paint. Puts it up off the board and in. Panthers going to have to do some offense here. Here comes Emery. Emery drives it in. He's going to be fouled. That's the first foul on anybody this quarter.
Well, we're only a minute into it.
Yep.
Minute and a half.
Gardner's going to key the inbounds. Need to get to the foul line. That's where you burn the clock. They get it out front to E-step. E-step. Goes left, gets it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson back to E-step. E-step over to Stewart. Stewart launches a three. Doesn't hit anything. Rebound Berkshire. Houston. Riley stops, pops, but Jackson's underneath there to put it in.
It was a pass, right?
And they call timeout.
Yeah, timeout to stop the clock here. 78-42. The score as they take a timeout. We'll take one as well and send it back to the studio for a word from your Panther sponsors right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. 78-42, your score. Panthers lead the Tigers here at home with 5:57 left on the clock. Timeout taken there by the Tigers to stop the clock. We are in the turbo clock rules, so the clock continues to run as soon as the whistle blows and will continue to run unless timeout's taken here in the fourth quarter.
Well, Houston's keeping their varsity on the court. No subs. The young kids aren't coming in.
We've got
Unger, Wilkerson, Brady Anderson, Brody Emery, and Hector Stewart on the court for the Panthers.
We're going to get some young kids
You
some
bet.
experience here.
Anderson had a big game, JV. He gets it back to Emery. Emery running the point. Kicks it out in the corner to Stewart. Stewart drives the baseline. Gets it down to Wilkerson. Wilkerson turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Arthur. He wins the race down the court, and he puts it up and in.
Make it 78-44.
You bet. That's a 34-point lead. Here comes Emery. And he's fouled. And he's fouled by Wells.
5:22, clock will roll here.
And I think he was fouled in. No, they're going to say on the floor. What the? No, he's got to go to the line on that.
He'll go to the line to shoot two here.
I was going to say, if they called that on the floor, that would have been come out of my seat.
Shot up and away from Emery, good. 79-44 now. Emery.
He has quite a few tonight.
7.
I think that's a career high for him, Moose.
So 7 on the night for Emery now. Shot up and away. Good. Make it 8.
Brody's had a nice game. Coming out. Here comes Riley. Riley gets it to Arthur. Arthur back to Riley. Riley over to Berkshire. Back to Arthur. Arthur has Stewart on him. In the corner to Jackson. Jackson stops, pops.
Good.
And he's gotten hot. Here
80 to 46 now, sorry.
Here come the Panthers. Kick it. Wilkerson puts up a three. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound Emery. Emery gets it to Unger. Unger gets it to Stewart. Back to Unger. Unger gets it back to Emery. Over to Wilkerson. Over to Anderson. Anderson back to Emery. Good ball movement over to Hector. Hector drives in, puts up a finger roll, up and in.
Hey, there you go, Hector.
And there's Stewart.
82-46 now.
The bench goes crazy. And here comes Riley. Riley kicks it over to Jackson. Why not? He's been hot. Gets it back to Arthur. Over to Riley. Riley launches a three. Emery with the rebound. He's off to the races. He kicks it down to Wilkerson. He puts it up.
Oh! That probably got a bigger reaction from any other play in the game right there.
Jackson, a senior, puts a layup in. Here comes Riley. Riley. Arthur. Gets it down low to Berkshire. He wills his way in there. Unger. Gets it over to Emery. Emery behind the back, kicks it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson with what a head fake, puts it up. Hector with the rebound. They're going to get Hector for traveling. The bench is having fun, Moose.
That's right. Wilkerson came off the dribble there and took it to the rack. It was a good run there. Nice one.
Unger checks out. E-Step checks in. So you got E-Step, Stewart, Gardner, Brady Anderson, and Jackson Wilkerson.
Did we ever hear anything on Brett's hand? Is he healed yet?
Not yet, I don't think. Here comes Grange. Grange kicks it out to Zurich, and it goes off his fingers and out of bounds.
Man, that looked like it was coming up here to the camera.
2:18 left. Well, you got it zoomed in, Moose.
I know. I about had to jump out of the way.
Yeah. Wait till you see foul balls. Here comes E-Step. E-Step over to Anderson. Brady has it tipped out of his hand. See, it stays with the Panthers.
2 minutes left. Clock rolling.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
84-48, your score. Panthers lead.
Anderson out front. Gardner. Gardner, lazy pass, tipped away by Jackson.
And 144 now.
Anderson keys the inbounds. Gets it out to E-Step. E-Step gets it down low to Gardner. Gardner puts up a left-hander, no good. E-Step with the rebound. Kicks it to Wilkerson. He puts up a three off the back iron, no good. Rebound Gardner. Gardner gets it to Anderson. Anderson stops, pops off the front iron, no good. Here goes Jackson. He has the ball tipped, stolen. E-Step looking to run it. Gets it over to Anderson. Anderson driving it in, up and around and in.
Well, he got his money's worth on that one.
You bet.
Touched every part of the rim.
The whistle blows. What do we got?
They're just getting some subs in.
Getting some subs off the bench.
Yep. Houston's going to sub in their JV players now.
Oh, with 1:05 left.
Yes. So it'll be
Our
Houston's
JV
ball.
has done a fine job. It's Zurich. He has it, and we got to learn a new name. Number 24 is Jadwin. That's Grange. Grange, whirling dervish dribbler, gets it over to Jadwin. Jadwin to Zurich. Down low to Daly. Back to Zurich. Over to Jadwin. Jadwin, number 21, is just checked in, and that's Guerrero. And Daly takes a shot and makes it.
Makes it 86-50 now.
Stewart gets it to Gardner. Gardner brings it up the right side.
28 seconds left in the ball game. He's going to make you come out there and guard him.
Yep, that's what I'd do. Anderson. Over to E-Step. Wilkerson going to set a pick.
14 seconds left.
They get it to Wilkerson. They're just trying to run the clock out.
9 seconds. 5 seconds.
Panthers going to get a big SCA win, Moose.
2 seconds. Here we go. That's final, Brush.
You bet.
That is final. Panthers take it 86-50 in 4 quarters here, Brush.
No, it was a big one. I'll tell you, always a good matchup when you go Mountain Grove and Houston.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break here. When we come back, we'll have your post-game report on Big Country 99, the Rooster.